Continuation of the second paragraph. And here, the teamster on his way to Portland Market would put up for the night, and if a bachelor might sit an hour beyond the usual bedtime and steal a kiss from the mountain met at parting. So what happens here? If there was somebody, okay, if there were some people who came along with this team of animals. Now here, teamster means team of animals. Okay, this people who comes along with this team of animals, and when they are on their way, okay, way to the Portland Market. Okay, like now here, Portland Market, it's a large outdoor market. Okay, it's a large outdoor market in Oregon in US. Okay, so these people, when they were on their way to the Portland Market, what would do? They would stop by the house. Okay, and sometimes what is textbook saying? And if a bachelor, okay, if a bachelor, now you know who is a bachelor, right? Who is a bachelor? Someone who is alone, right? Who is not yet married, right? So if a bachelor, if it's a bachelor, if the traveler is a bachelor, then he would simply come there to spend some time and talk to this people. Okay, this the bachelor would come there and to spend some time and just talk to this family, to this people. And before the traveler would go, the mountain mat might steal a kiss from the mountain mat. Now it's written in the textbook, right? So this bachelor, he would usually sit for an hour, okay, extra than the others. Okay, those travelers, as compared to the other travelers, this bachelor, he would sit an extra hours beyond the usual bedtime, even though it's bedtime, even though it is time to go to bed. But still, then the bachelor would sit for some extra hour and steal a kiss from the mountain mat at parting. That means steal a kiss from the mountain mat means who is a mountain mat? The traveler would go, the eldest, like here, the mountain mat is the eldest daughter, okay, the beautiful mountain maiden. Okay, maid means, I'm not talking about those maid who works at home. No, we're talking here about the maiden. Okay, maiden means it's a lovely girl, right? Lovely woman. So the beautiful mountain maiden, the mountain girl that we are talking about here. Okay, so that bachelor would be lucky enough, okay, if lucky, then that bachelor would get a kiss from the mountain maid. So the author tells us that this cottage that we are talking about, okay, wait, before that, let us read the textbook. So this bachelor would get a kiss from the mountain mat. It was one of those primitive taverns where the traveler pays only for food and lodging, but meets with a homely kindness beyond all price. So what happens? The house, okay, the house of the family, it was a primitive taverns. Primitive taverns means one of those old kind of place. Okay, primitive means old fashioned. Okay, so it is one of those old fashioned place, or inn we can say, where the traveler would stop and pay only for food and lodging. The traveler would come and stop by their house, and they would be paying only for food and lodging. Lodging means eat and stay. Okay, but whoever comes, they would meet a lovely, homely kind of atmosphere. Okay, the family was so very warmly, right? So whoever comes, they would meet with a very homely homely atmosphere. And this treatment, okay, the warm welcome which the family offers the travelers could not be compared with anything. Okay, beyond all price means which cannot be paid in return. Okay, like which cannot be cannot be compared with anything beyond price, something that is beyond price, or something which cannot something which is immaterial, okay, which cannot be bought materially. Okay.